Hi, ladies. I'm going to show you how to check your grades on documents that you submit through the hand-in box on teachers' various pages. I'm going to show you how to see your grade and read any feedback that they gave you. And there's a couple of different ways that you can do this. So I'm going to show you two main ways. The first is to locate the actual assignment. So I want to thank Bella Connell for letting me hijack her PowerSchool account. We're going to go to English and we're going to look at, we're going to go to lesson 3. And we're going to look at the worksheet that she turned in for that. Okay, so this is where the assignment was assigned. This is where the turn-in box was. And you can see I handed it in because there's a green check there. I don't want to click on this because that's going to ask me if I want to hand it in again. I click on the assignment, double click probably. Oh, maybe just one click. And it's going to bring up this screen. I don't need to hand it in again. I do want to view my work. So I'm going to click on View Work. And then a page like this comes up. And what this is this is her assignment. And then this is where I've attached notes to it, or basically it just says that I've graded it. I always recommend that you click on View Live so you can just see it, read it, make a note of it, and move on. And so what you'll see is if a teacher has two ways that they can grade and give feedback. One is through a program called an annotator, which that's what this one was done in. The other is to just pull up your Google Doc that you submitted, type on that Google Doc in red ink or blue ink or whatever, and then basically y'all are sharing the Google Doc back and forth. But for this one, let's do this one. This one was done in Annotator, and you'll see blue dots anywhere. And there could be 1, 2, 3, 4 blue dots. There'll always be a blue dot at the top if a teacher's graded an Annotator, and it'll have your grade at the top. So let's look at this one. I left a comment. I love your titles for the food topic, blah, blah, blah. Great job. Your score is 100. So her grade is at the top of the page. I can also use it. There might have been a blue, like a number 2 and a number 3, if I wanted to comment on a specific one. So like if you missed number 3 on a geography quiz, I might put another blue dot by number 3 and tell you what the right answer was. So just look for the blue dots. We're having a little bit of trouble because the blue dots don't always stay put where they're supposed to stay. But generally speaking, they are staying put at the top with the grades. So you should be able to at least see your grade. So that's one way. Another way that you can get to the same page is instead of going back to the individual assignment, like over here, if you just go to activities and then assignments. I don't suggest this often because it gets overwhelming because you can see all the different assignments that are in there because it's anybody who teaches 5th grade is loading to the same spot. But you can, if you just wanted to spend time here going back and looking at your work, then this might be a good place to check several different subjects all at one time. So here you can see I've got my 7.1.3 geography questions. I've got a workbook page here. I've got an English sensory details right here. Now, the way that you're going to know that there's something for you to check is if you can see over here, first of all, the green check shows that you handed it in. But if you can look right here and see how it says view work and it has a number 1 by it, that means that there's something there to read. So that's basically telling you you've got mail. So if you click on view work, and I'm not going to click on this because I don't know what her grade is and I don't want to embarrass her if she, if she got 100, I don't want to embarrass her again further. So, but you would click on that view work and it pulls up just like it did before. And then you can look at it in Annotator. So that's how you see it in Annotator. If you were to go and look at, let me go back to the other way, and I'm going to pull up that same English page again. Once you're in and you're looking at an assignment, if a teacher has graded it through Google Drive, through Google Doc or through Google Doc, then your assignment will be right here, and you can say open in Google Drive, and it will pull it up from your Google Drive, and you will see that teacher has edited it. So for instance, I've started doing this with some of my geography stuff. I'll pull it up and I'll just type in red what the correct answers are by a particular answer, just like I would if I had a red pen, that I was checking your homework with at school. And so then basically you and I are sharing a Google Doc back and forth. You've turned it in to me. I've edited it by writing in your grade and returned it to you, and you can check and see that here in Google Drive. You can also go straight to your drive and pull up the assignment and check it that way too, if a teacher has has graded it in Google Drive. So that's a couple of ways to check your grades and your feedback. What I highly recommend is that you get a piece of paper and leave it by either in your portfolio or by your computer, wherever you're doing most of your work, and that you make a column for each class, and that you just keep a running total of what your grades are, maybe the assignment and what the grade was, so that you have an idea, because you're not getting papers back from us to put in your portfolio. So I know that it's really hard to kind of keep up with what your grades are. So if you'll get a piece of paper and just track all of your grades on that one piece of paper, I think that you'll find it's very handy. All right, that's it. Good luck, and let me know if you have any questions.